All right, welcome in, everybody. Dirt Racing Network's live coverage of the Dirt Sprint Car Championship Series. Limaland Speedway Park, scene of tonight's makeup event from last Wednesday. A lot of the old familiar faces in here. Looking at about 30 cars signed in for this one right now. We're getting the time down there. Just about a minute and 15 seconds left in the practice session. These guys get out here and qualify. Try to make their way into tonight's feature. $40 to the winner, $20 to second, and $10 to third tonight. Special edition on a Friday night. Appreciate everybody tuning in. Be sure to give us a like, a share, a follow. If you're over on Twitch or YouTube, say hi in the chat. We can see you. Been a good week of racing this week on DRN. 4 events for you this week so far. Down to 30 seconds. Once these guys go to qualifying, we'll play our national anthem. Get ready to have the big show on a Friday night. See a few names that I have not seen in here before. Jesse Dacus, I know he's a real racer, and I know I've seen him around some. Krapachowski's here. Carson Meek, a name I don't recognize, but Alex Bergeron, Tim Ryan, Stoudinger, Eiler, Newhofen, a lot of the old familiars. Right now, it is qualifying time, and it's time for our national anthem.
We take you down onto the track for our opening ceremonies.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise. Please remove your hats.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous flight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
All right, another big thank you to my man Johnny Foley for that. Right now, you can see it. Alex Bergeron with quick time. Tim Ryan right behind that. Alex Smolders, Kevin Hanley, and Carter Chevalier. Your top 5 qualifiers. These guys will be looking to be on the pole for their respective heat races. I'll give you the heat race count here in just a moment as heat race 1 gets ready to grid out on our front stretch for us. 4 heat races, so that top 4 are going to have pole for their heat races. On the pole is going to be the ABR number 12 of Alex Bergeron. On his outside, Top Gun Motorsports driver in the 15, Carter Chevalier. Row 2 on the inside, the Competition Suspensions Incorporated 19 Designs number 22 of the Little Hurricane, Mason Hannigan. And on his outside, the number 54, Alex Stallinger. Row 3 on the inside, the Gentleman Jack, number 81 of Jackson McLean. And on his outside, the ZDCraft.net, number 701 of Cody Reinert. Row 4 on the inside, the Auto Finance Ford Bosch, number 9 of Zach Hollinger, and to his outside, the Edge, number 87 of Nick Gray. So 8 cars. They've got 8 laps, top 3 to the feature. Everybody else into the proverbial alphabet soup. We'll whittle the field down to 20. We'll put those 20 out there, put the money on the line, open up the pay window, and let them rip 60 laps off here. Hello, Jenny. Just saw that come through us a few seconds ago, but the national anthem was playing. Can't interrupt the number 1 song in America ever. All right, lights off on the pace truck. He will drop to the infield in turn 3. Bergeron and Chevalier bringing us to the green, heat race number 1. Green flag in the air. Big jump for Bergeron. Hannigan with the slide job in 1 and 2. Wasn't able to make that stick, and Chevalier going right back around him. Carter Chevalier working the top side. He's got second. Put Hannigan third. Saw a car in the fence back there. Not exactly sure. I didn't catch the number on it, but he got away pretty clean. Jackson McLean, maybe. He's all the way back to the 8th position right now. Watching this top 3 right here. They are single file, and they are already working up against that outside line. Bergeron way out in front of these guys. 5-6 car lengths. It's only 2 or 3 between Chevalier and Hannigan. Stoudinger's made his way up to 4th in the 54 car. Hollinger, Gray, 5 and 6. Cody Reiner and Jackson McLean, 7 and 8. But Bergeron halfway home. He is starting to stretch that out. It's out to about 9 or 10 cars now. Oh, Mason Hannigan finds the wall just a little bit there in 3 and 4, and that drops him back into the clutches of Alex Stoudinger. Stoudinger not able to get the car down into 1 and 2 enough to keep that gap closed up. He puts it into the fence live right there on TV. He's going to take it inside. This is going to trigger a caution as he collects Hollinger. We watched that live. He was in the fence. The car pops loose, and he comes right down in front of Nick Hollinger. And then here comes the rest of them. And these guys just moving enough that Cody Reiner wasn't sure where he was going to be. So he kind of bumped into him there. But it's going to be Bergeron, Chevalier, and Hannigan. 1, 2, 3. They're going to the AMA, and everybody else. Consolation race. Probably a C and a B main will eliminate 10 cars. Very good, thank you. I'm glad it's Friday. It's been a long week. All right, heat 2. Getting ready to grid out here on the front stretch. Let some of these guys get set down here. There we go. On the pole, the Logitech G, number 98, Tim Ryan. And to his outside, the MB Motorsports Beat, number 85 of Tyler Schell. Row 2 on the inside, a Border Tire, Kinzer Sim Racing, number 5 of the High Side Hustler, Braden Eiler. And on his outside, the Coach's Pizza, number 2, Bryce Bailey. Row 3, going to be Justin Verhey, the War Racing, number 53 car. And on his outside, another War Machine, that's the 4 of Steven Sittler. Row 4 on the inside, the IA number 33 of Alex Hanna. And to his outside, that familiar blue 69K. That's going to be Dale Bell behind that one. Nice replica car there. PA Posse fans are going crazy right now. Checkered Flag PCs. I do not believe I've heard of you, but thanks for being in here with us. Hey, hello, LLM driver. Over on the YouTube channel. All right, lights off on the pace truck. Heat 2. Out of turn 4, going to the green. Tim Ryan, Tyler Schell. Going to do battle here. Watch these guys do battle on Wednesday night in this series over at Fairbury. We'll see what happens here tonight. A little close quarters right there on the start. Ryan puts the throttle down, and he grabs the lead going into 1. Braden Eiler looking down on the bottom on the inside. Bryce Bailey wasn't able to make that stick, and I know Eiler doesn't want to be down there. He'd rather get to the top. That's his bread and butter. ripping the lip up there. Right now, the battle's shaping up at the front. Ryan's got the lead. Here comes Shell with the slide job. Ryan with the crossover. Can Shell hang on to it? No. 1 car length at the starter stand. So they're going to trade sliders again. Down 3 and 4. Tried the short slide, Ryan. That time didn't work again. Ryan just a little too foxy for that, and he got it right down on the inside, right back around. This battle definitely not over at the front. There's also the same slider battle going on for third. Almost contact there. Good racing by those two to stay off of each other. That could have been disastrous for the Pero, but Ryan's going to prevail. He's going to have 3 to go this time off of turn number 4. Tim Ryan, Tyler Shell, Braden Eiler, the high side hustler, got around the outside of Bryce Bailey. So put Eiler in the third and final direct transfer spot. Right now, Bailey looking at an outside front row starting spot in the B main with a good chance to transfer through. 2.5 laps to go. Now Tim Ryan starting to get away from Tyler Shell. He's extended from the side-by-side battle out to about 5 car lengths. Braden Eiler closing in on the back of the 85 car. Is he going to throw the slide job in 3 and 4? Goes to the bottom, tries to make it stick. Almost got it there. That one wrapping up. Ryan, Shell, and Eiler, your top 3. Everybody else, get your bowl, get your spoon, alphabet soup time. Be getting to those consolation races here just shortly. Good race up front that time. Third heat. Griding out on the front stretch. On the inside, on the pole, the 211, Alex Smolders. To his outside. And the number 22, that's going to be Michael Meek. Row 2 on the inside. Another Royal Motorsports car. That's the one of Carson Meek. And on his outside, that Ford Adorn number 21, going to be Brett Perigo. Row 3 on the inside, the HMR number 420. That's Nathan Krapacheski. And on his outside, Troop Farms 20, Nick Pizzini. Row 4 on the inside, 29 car of Nathan Brown. A Weichert's Livestock machine. And on his outside, that's the 47 of Garrett Pepiot. Slade on the side of that machine. Good looking car. So 8 more cars, 8 more laps. Top 3 to the feature. Everybody else going to have to fight their way in. Yeah, Garrett, you called real bad if you're starting 8th in Heat 3. Just going to put it out there, buddy. Lights off on the pace truck. He's heading to the infield. Smolders was on the throttle, and Meek had him timed up pretty good. But Smolders just a little too quick down the inside of the front stretch. He grabs the lead. Now the teammates, Meek and Meek, probably brothers, I'm going to guess. They are going to get into each other down in 3 and 4. They were good off of 1 and 2 side by side right here. They get down into 3 and 4, and the 1 car just a little bit slow. 22 car gets into his left rear corner right there. A little bit of touch, a little bit of turn. And those two are going to be looking at everything from the back of the field. Somebody's fired up over there on YouTube channel. I'm telling you right now. LLM driver. He is cheering them on over there, guys. All right, going to be at halfway when we get the green. Stoutinger, Perigo, and Michael Meek, the 22 car, able to keep his position. Incidental contact ruled there, so he's going to hang on to that third spot for now. Green flag back in the air. Smolders had a pretty good jump. Perigo, there goes Meek into the outside fence. He's going to escape the server so that he doesn't bring out the caution. That really opened up the field now. Now caution. Krapacheski's car was upside down. Let's see if we can figure out what happened to him. He might have been a part of that whole deal. Kind of got caught up when the car flipped. He made a reaction, A little bit. And then he's probably going to catch a tire. Oh, no, he caught the one car. That's what happened. Carson Meek come back across the track and clipped him on the right rear corner. So this one finishing up under the caution, Smolders, Perigo, and Brown. Nathan Brown working his way from the 7th starting position all the way to a transfer spot. Come from the sea again. All right, we'll see if we can play Alphabet Bandit. 3 of our 4 heat races about to be in the books right here. 1 more to go. A lot of attrition in heat race 3. Only 3 cars looking like they finished that race. So guys with a little bit of work to do. Oh, the pole for this one. Shane Meadows. Oh, Shane. On the pole, the 110. That's the Cadillac man, Kevin Hanley, and to his outside, the Mesilla Valley Transport, number 11 of Cole Newhoffen. Row 2 on the inside, the LNS Express, number 331 of Ted Liette. And on his outside, the 71 car of Cody Batten. Jesse Dacus, the Zorbas, number 75, inside row number 3. Mark Broddick, the TWF 12 machine on his outside. And on the back row by himself in that beautiful 19 Designs Tim Sims UDTV number 80. That's Josh Steinke. What is Josh doing in the back? Dad, what's he doing in the back? I know you're watching. All right, lights off on the pace truck. Heat 4, final heat race of the night. About to go green off of turn number 4. Hanley and Newhoffen. Ken Newhoffen, time Hanley up right here. Green flag's in the air. Yes, he does. Good drag race on the front stretch. On the high side, off a 2. Give Hanley the advantage down the backstretch. Here comes Newhoffen. He goes outside in 3 and 4. And Cole Newhoffen going to put the challenge up for the lead. He's got the inside, making it work for just a second. Clipped the tire, lost a little momentum where I think he'd have had it. Hanley was able to battle back. He's running right through the middle, and he's got a bunch of momentum, and he keeps the lead at the line. Hanley first. Newhoffen is second. Ooh, Batten was third right there going into 3, but Broderick is putting all kinds of pressure on him now. The pressure releases. He's going to try to get the inside of Newhoffen. Not going to work that time. Still Hanley, Newhoffen, Batten 1, 2, 3, but Batten now getting the challenge mounted again. That 12 car, Mark Broderick, just can't get off turn 2. He's great in 3 and 4, not so much in 1 and 2. And at the front, Newhoffen's starting to put pressure back on the Cadillac man. But Hanley works through the middle, gains a bunch of cars in 1 and 2. He's going to see 2 to go this time when they get off of turn 4. There it is. Hanley, Newhoffen, Batten, 1, 2, 3. Liette now into the 4 spots, gotten around Broderick. Josh Steinke behind that. White flag. Newhoffen with the monster slider in 1 and 2. Couldn't stick it. Hanley down through the middle. Does he have enough to hang on to it? At the line, it's Kevin Hanley. Then Cole Newhoffen. Cody Batten going to be your final direct transfer car. Everybody else, alphabet soup. And we'll get ready to put the C main out on the track. 10 cars scheduled to be in this one. Top 4 will advance. Everybody else will be done for the evening. All right, the 4 car, Steve Sittler going to be on the pole. Nathan Krapacheski, the 420 car, on his outside. Josh Steinke inside of row 2 with the 54 of Alex Stoudinger on his outside. 33 of Alex Hanna inside row 3 with Nick Pizzini, the 20, on the outside. Jesse Dacus, the 75 car, inside row 4 with Zach Hollinger in the 9 car on his outside. And on the back row, Justin Verhey in the 53, Garrett Pepiot. Man, Garrett, you don't like to make it tough on yourself. You started last in your heat. You're starting last in the C. You got a lot of work in front of you, buddy. Only the top 4 are going to transfer through here. Lights went off on the pace truck. He will pull off when we get to turn 3. C-Main, elimination time. Intensity going to ratchet up just a touch right here. And watch these guys come off turn 4. Little contact there. That's going to separate things a little bit.
Green flag, green flag.
A little bit of a staggered start. Sittler. Steinke going to get away. 1-2, and Steinke goes for the lead right away. That is Krepacheski that's backwards on the backstretch, and he is not going to get the car facing the right way. I think we might have had some more shenanigans down here in turn 4. Oh, a little bit more there. Nope, car's on the back. Oh, there it is. Steve Sittler. Steve Sittler's car was upside down right there. He had a little contact getting through 1 and 2 with Steinke when he got loose. Oh, Dacus. Dacus tried to go down the inside. Caught Alex Hanna. Turned him across in front of Sittler. So they'll sort this out. Still going to have 7 or 8 laps to go when they get this all sorted out, getting them single file. That got a little intense on lap 1. Steinke, Stoudinger, Hanna, Dacus, Pepiot, Pizzini, Hollinger, Verhey, Sittler, and then Krepacheski. But Krepacheski's car is in the infield, so he is done. Steven Sittler's car in the infield. He is finished. So only 8 cars left. Still 4 spots up for grabs. And the green flag back over the speedway. They had 8 laps to go that time when they took the green. Steinke comfortably in front of Alex Stoudinger. Alex Hanna now. He's got his hands full. There goes Dacus. Dacus up to 3rd. Here comes Pepiot on the inside. Not able to get the throttle down. Oh, Dacus slowed them all up, and Pepiot's going to go 2 for 1 and 3 and 4. He comes away with 3rd place from 5th, and now they're all going to try to go back by him. But he's got the top side. He's got the momentum. He is going to be able to hang on to 3rd, put Hanna right behind him in 4th, and Dacus now lost another spot to Zach Hollinger. So the battle is going to be for the final transfer spot. We're going to have 4 to go this time by. It's still Steinke way out in front.
All right, man, caution is
And
out.
caution might end this one. Pizzini's car. Missing a lot of parts. He and Dacus getting together. Off of 2. So that's going to be our caution, and I believe that's going to end this. We will not get out from behind the safety truck. Steinke, Stoudinger, Pepiot, and Hanna going to transfer through and get into our feature race tonight. Or no, they're going to get in the back of the B-Main. Excuse me. We aren't even in the B-Main yet. So they'll move these guys into the back of the B, put them out here, give them 14 laps. And we will take the top 8 out of the B main, put them in the A. They'll give them a couple of minutes to go out and do some final tuning on the cars, get them ready for that feature. Put 60 laps on the board. Caution laps are going to count. And at the end of those 60 laps, first place gets $40, second place gets 20, and third place is going to get 10. Checkered flag right here. Steinke, Stoudinger, Pepiot, and Hanna transferring through. So our B main will consist of 13 cars. 8 going to continue on at the end of this one. On the pole, going to be Nick Gray, the 87. On his outside, the 2-car Bryce Bailey. Row 2, 22, Michael Meek. 331, Ted Liette on the outside. 81, Jackson McLean on the inside of row 3 with Dale Bell on his outside in the 69. Carson Meek, the 1 car, inside row 4 with Mark Broderick on the outside in the 12. Cody Reiner, Josh Steinke scheduled to start in row number 5 inside now. There's Steinke's car. Stoudinger in the 54 inside row 6 with Garrett Pepiot on his outside, and on the back, Alex Hanna in the 33. What is everybody doing tonight? Surprised some of you aren't out at the racetrack. A lot of places are wrapping up their season points. Well, right now we're paying cash. Not just yet, but before too long. Got 14 laps in this one. B main time. Take our top 8. Get ready for our 60-lap feature. The green flag is in the air. A good start by Bryce Bailey. Man, he timed that well. He's going to have a big advantage off of turn 2 right there, and he's got the lead over Nick Gray. Gray was on the pole. He runs second. Liette right behind him, but Michael Meek, 22 car right in the mix of this, and he may get second away. Car got just a little free on the exit of turn 2 there. I think he had a shot to take second away from Nick Gray. Ted Liette right in the middle of this. He is running 4th. Mark Broderick back here in the 5th spot, tucked in behind Ted Liette. Here comes Steinke. Steinke's up the middle. Caution. Reinert's car backwards in 3 and 4. He was back here. That's about for 8th. Oh, got across in front of Pepiot. Stoudinger, and he's going to end up upside down. Stoudinger going to be able to keep the car kind of rolling and get away from that, but I believe he's probably damaged enough that that car may not be able to finish. Pepiot's car finished. So we're looking at Pepiot car still out there. Just lost sight of him for a second. So he is in 10th. We're looking for 8. It's Gray, Bailey, Meek, Liette, Broderick, Bell, Steinke, Meek, Hanna, and Pepiot. Our top 10. Only 10 cars still on the track. We're going to keep 8 of them at the end of this. Pace truck went in. Bailey trying to time it again. Gray had the lead right there. Bailey tried to time him up again. Didn't get it that time. Bart Gray with about 4 car lengths down into turn 3. Michael Meek is in 3rd. Ted Liette and Broderick, they are fighting for the 4th spot right here. Josh Steinke around the high side. He's got 6th. Dale Bell. And Carson Meek, your final transfer car as of right now. Still 6 laps to go, but Nick Gray starting to gap the field a little bit. Liette went way high to get around Meek, and he's got the rim working now. Move Liette into the 3rd spot. Bryce Bailey runs 2nd right in front of him, and Meek is back on the inside. Michael Meek, the 22 car, back to battling. They'll be 3 wide through 3 and 4. Almost contact with Bailey and Meek. Meek had to back out of it, and that's going to cost him at least 1, possibly 2 or 3 spots. As Liette was working by, caught the wall in 3 and 4. Can't get that car out of the fence. Ted Liette's car, and it looks like the rear end, the suspension broken out of the 331. So that's going to shuffle up the field. 2 to go this time by. Gray, Bailey, Meek, Steinke, your top 4. Bell, Broderick, Carson Meek, Garrett Pepiot looking to make that transfer all the way from the C. But the white flag going to be out for Nick Gray. Steinke working the high side on Bailey. He's making a charge right here. Can he get through 3 and 4? Nick Gray going to win this. Then Steinke's going to be second. Bailey, Meek, Broderick, Bell, Meek, and Pepiot are our transfer cars. Everybody else going to be done for the night. So our 20-car field is now set. We started with 30. We're down to 20. They'll have about 3 minutes to warm up. And then we'll put them all out here for 60 laps. Don't forget Monday night, the Dirt Slingers Wicked Energy Gum Outlaw Pro Series presented by Wicked Cushion, Burger King of Northwest Ohio, Balducci Trucking, CarDealsOK.com, Tim's Dirt Track Simulators, and Raven Graphics. Right back here on the Dirt Racing Network for you, 9 p.m. Eastern. Then next Wednesday, the Dirt Sprint Car Championship Series back again. And on Thursday, Dirt Slingers Thursday Thunder. We're going to try to get a calendar up for everybody to let you guys know what is on the network when each week. As we get into the cooler part of the year, I'm sure we're going to be picking up a few broadcasts here and there. So we'll be adding some content for you. Don't forget to like us, follow us, and share us no matter where you're at, YouTube, Twitch, or on any of the Facebook pages. Look for the Dirt Racing Network. Just about to the 6,000 followers mark, just a few shy. Been a good 13 months. $20 cars right here. 40 for the winner. 20 to second and 10 to third. We'll try to get these guys in for interviews at the end. Some of them appreciate the interviews, and some of these guys want to get on and go do something else, so they just take off. But we'll do what we can to get them in here. Tim Ryan won on Wednesday night at Fairbury, seeing if he can do the bull ring sweep this week. Practice session winding down. Good overhead view here. You see this whole facility. Special show tonight, the makeup from last Wednesday's night, or Wednesday's race, excuse me. These guys will be right back on their regular schedule. I think this is the 5th race. They've got an 8-week season set out, so they'll be ending up right at the end of the month. I think they're switching to 410 cars for next season. All right, practice winding down. We're going to put 20 of them out here, give them 60 laps. See what 3 cars are going to hit the pay window at the end of the night. Let them start gridding out. And we will run through our starting lineup real quick here. These guys checking their fuel load. We know that Alex Bergeron and Tim Ryan going to start on our front row. The 12 car on the inside, the 98 on the outside. Row 2 will be the 211 Alex Mollers, the 110 Kevin Hanley. Row 3, Carter Chevalier, the 15, Tyler Schell in the 85. Brett Perigo, Cole Newhoffen in row number 4. Row 5 going to be Mason Hannigan, Braden Eiler. A couple of young guns right there in row 5. Nathan Brown, Cody Batten in row 6. Nick Gray, Josh Steinke in row 7. Bryce Bailey and Michael Meek in row number 8. Row number 9 going to be Mark Broderick and Dale Bell. And then the back row, Carson Meek and Garrett Pepiot. He made it through, started last in every single race tonight. Why should the feature be any different? $60 laps on the board. Caution laps will count. Hopefully we won't have too many of those. Bergeron and Ryan bringing us to green right here out of turn number 4. It is race time. Dirt Sprint Car Championship Series, Limaland Motorsports Park. Green flags in the air. These two are going to go right back where they left off the other night. Bergeron and Ryan going to start battling right from the beginning. Behind them, they were 3 wide. Chevalier, Newhofen, Perigo. Now they get it sorted out to 2 wide, but I think Hannigan's going to work to the top side and trying to get outside of Chevalier. Perigo is on the inside of Newhofen right there, the 21 machine. He got the spot away from Cole. Oh, contact, Carter Chevalier. Carter Chevalier's car was around enough. He's going to trigger the caution. Innocent contact off the top side. I think he and Hannigan get together a little right there. He probably thought he had just a little more room, and he tapped that right front on the tail tank. 360s the car, keeps the throttle in her and keeps her going, but he drops a bunch of spots. He is back to 13th. He was racing for about 6th or 7th right there when that happened. So a quick look at the top 10. Alex Bergeron, Tim Ryan, Alex Smolders, Tyler Schell, Kevin Hanley, Brett Perigo, Cole Newhofen, Mason Hannigan, Cody Batten, and Nathan Brown. Still early in this one. Very early in this one. Going green right here on turn number 4.
Green.
Ryan tried to time it up, and Bergeron waited just a split second. That might give Smolders enough of an opportunity to run the high side, use that momentum, and get second away from Tim Ryan. Smolders did, even 3 wide, going down into turn 1. Shell was on the bottom. Ryan was in the middle. Smolders out to the top, and they're the same when they come off turn 2. That is close, tight racing right there. Alex Smolders cannot use that momentum line and get ahead of Ryan. Tim Ryan able to hang on, and Tyler Schell using the bottom of the track, able to get a little bit of an advantage off of turn 2 and off turn 4. He's got second away from the pair. There's contact, right rear, and Smolders is up and into the fence. Alex Smolders sitting in turn 2. Down the corner a little bit too close, and Smolders didn't have anywhere to go in the right rear. The 98 car finds the 211. You see him get flipped back over. He's going to be able to drive it away. Probably got some damage. He probably doesn't feel just yet. When the car gets up to speed, he'll probably notice it a little bit more. I believe race control frowns a little heavily on that driver. So it's Bergeron and Schell, Ryan, Hanley, Perigo, Newhofen, Hannigan, Batten, Brown, and Eiler now inside your top 10. See what Tyler Schell has for Alex Bergeron. You see the car strung out single file, getting ready to go green, this time off turn number 4. Bergeron with an early start. Didn't want to wait and let Schell time him up. Good clean start. Tim Ryan finds a little fence in turns 1 and 2. Hanley around the top side. Perigo working the bottom. Brett Perigo moving forward. Restarted 6th. He's up to battling for the 4th spot right now. And it looks like he's got it off turn number 2. Might have 3rd here pretty quick. Tim Ryan's car not performing very well right here. Brett Perigo running the bottom like a champion. Able to pick up spots. He's on the inside this time through 3 and 4. Slides the car out a little wide that time, and that lost a lot of momentum for him. He gave up a bunch of space, having to tiptoe around the bottom in the slick stuff. And Ryan gets back around him.
All right, man.
Caution one more time. Michael Meek. Michael Meek's car. On the replay here, he was down the bottom, caught the tires. Up. Oh, nice lazy roll over, and then he gets clipped. 69 car, Dale Bell. Tight little bull ring here. Very, very short. A third of a mile. Tight, high bank corners. Track kind of narrows up on the exit of those corners, and it's easy to find contact if you're out of shape. Bergeron, Shell, Ryan, Perigo, Hanley, the top 5. Newhoff, Hannigan, Batten, Eiler, and Brown in the top 10. Still 40 laps to go.
Green flag, green flag.
Green flag back in the air. Alex Bergeron, good start. Tyler Shell, about 3 car lengths back. Those two running right on the top side. Tim Ryan up there as well, but he's about 5 back of Shell. Shell clipped the wall with the right front just a little right under the starter stand. Brett Perigo in 4th. Kevin Hanley in 5th, but he's got his hands full. Cole Newhoff in the 11 car. Working down on the bottom, trying to get something going. Here comes the little Hurricane Mason Hannigan, that 22 car. He's running the high side and trying to move it forward. He's going to be battling right here with Newhoff pretty quickly. Cody Batten around the top side, still working. Braden Eiler and Josh Steinke now breaking into that top 10. 80 car moving from the back to the front right now. Catch a couple of timely cautions. He might be in the mix for this. Back at the front, Bergeron. About 7 car lengths out in front of Tyler Shell, who's got about 8 car lengths on Tim Ryan. And Brett Perigo running the bottom like he's married to it. Keeping that 21 machine inside the top 4 in striking distance to pick up one of these podium spots. Sneaking up on the halfway point, the best battle on the track right here. This is for 5th, 6th, and 7th. Hanley, Newhoff, and Hannigan. The 110, the 11, and the 22. Newhoff around the inside takes the spot away from Hanley, so put Newhoff in 5th. Hanley 6th. Hannigan up on the top. Perigo's car was a little out of shape there on this shot coming off turn 4. Here comes Batten up on the inside of Braden Eiler. Braden Eiler has gotten into the mix now. He's running 8th. He and Hanley starting to do battle. The 5 car right around the top side. Hanley down in the middle and off the bottom. Alex Bergeron. It's not going to be too long, and Bergeron is going to find some lap traffic. You see it there. Bergeron coming off turn 4 right now. In the same set of corners with about 6 cars. He is going to find himself in traffic quickly. We go on board with the Helbig cam. Alex Bergeron's getting ready to start picking his way. It's Garrett Pepiot and Carson Meek. He gets around Meek on the bottom. Now got his set on Garrett Pepiot. And he's gone away from the top, started to work the bottom. Pepiot staying down low now, back to the top for the 12 car as he's opened up the gap. Tyler Shell went high side to low side. Here comes Tim Ryan. Now back to the top side, slams the door on Ryan. Ryan just cuts it down low. Gets up on the inside as they get into traffic. Can Ryan use a pick? Block Shell off to the top side. Not that time, and with Meek getting out of shape. Meek's car down to the infield. No caution for that. Battles for second. Tyler Shell, Tim Ryan. They're on top of Garrett Pepiot. Lap car and Pepiot running his line. Here's Tim Ryan. They're 3 wide off turn 4. Lap car in the middle of the battle for second. Tim Ryan going to sneak around about half a car length in front at the entrance of turn 3. These guys still racing. Alex Bergeron in heavy traffic. He got around Carson Meek, so put another car a lap down. Now Tim Ryan Almost getting pushed down into the corner by Tyler Shell. Good battle for second. In lap traffic, these two battling for the last two podium spots. Ryan, the 98 car. Tyler Shell, the 85. Slide job didn't work. Shell gave the space, and he lost a whole bunch of room. And Tim Ryan now squeezed down to the inside, found the tire on the very inside of the track right there with the left rear on his car. Carson Meek now off the track. Alex Bergeron around the top side, getting into heavier lap traffic. He has caught Carter Chevalier now. He's a full straightaway ahead of Tim Ryan. Working our way down, 17 to go this time. Tim Ryan second, Tyler Shell third, Brett Perigo, and a caution after a great long run. Maybe Mason Hannigan? Oh, yeah, Mason Hannigan clips the tire going through 1 and 2. Let's see what he was up to. He was up here. He was running for about 5th and 6th right here around the top side. Makes a change, goes down to the bottom. Car kind of gripped and turned left, and he found that tire. So he, Chevalier, and Pepiot will be a lap down, still on the track with 13 cars on the lead lap. Bergeron, Ryan, Shell, Perigo, Newhoff in your top 5. Eiler, Hanley, Batten, Bailey, and Brown the top 10. Broderick, Bell, and Gray the last of the lead lap cars. Inside 15 to go. In fact, 14 when we get the green here. All right, green flag back in the air. Now Ryan closer than he was before. No traffic in front. Still see Tyler Shell, Brett Perigo working the inside through 1 and 2. Perigo right down on the tires in 3 and 4. Inching closer and closer to getting on the inside. Ryan had a problem. He gives up second. Now he's in a battle with the 21 car for third. Perigo the short way around, and it's really starting to work for him. Ryan back to the inside of Tyler Shell, down to 3 and 4. Tyler Shell way up by the wall. Tim Ryan through the middle. Brett Perigo on the bottom. It was a 3-way battle for second. 10 to go this time by inside. Brett Perigo not able to make the move on Tim Ryan. Tim Ryan kept the door closed. That time, Perigo puts the push bar in front of Ryan. Ryan drives back by a little contact. Both drivers able to hang on to it, keep it facing forward. Good battle. Brett Perigo got that left side right where the sticky is, right on those tires. Bergeron, Shell, Tim Ryan's going back to the top side. The 98 car starting to make a little bit of ground up on the 85. Coming down to 7 to go this time. Perigo still on the bottom. Newhoffen. Eiler right behind him. Hanley behind that. That's your top 7. Back to the battle. Close to the front here. Tyler Shell has gotten second away. He's been able to hold off Tim Ryan. Ryan just not getting off of turn 2 very well. He's really good through 3 and 4. Makes up a little bit of ground each time, but loses every bit of it in 1 and 2. 5 laps to go. Bergeron cruising out front right now. Running the high side. Tim Ryan, Tyler Shell, Tim Ryan, Brett Perigo. Braden Eiler now 5th and closing in on the 21 car. The leader, caution. That time we might have green-white checkers. I am not sure. I will say this. That was Tim Ryan, I think. Went down, yep, clipped the tires, got backwards, but he's going to keep the car going the right way. He's going to lose some spots. He went from 3rd to 6th. That is going to change things a little in this top 5. It's Bergeron and Shell still 1-2. Perigo now up to 3rd. Braden Eiler 4th. Kevin Hanley, Bryce Bailey, Tim Ryan, Cody Batten, Nathan Brown, and Nick Gray are top 10. Mark Broderick and Tim Ryan. Tim Ryan to the back, restarting 12th. Just a couple of laps. Probably going to get a green-white checker here, I think. I think he has them engaged. If not, and the checkered flag falls, then it's going to be Bergeron, Shell, and Perigo our top 3. Hey, ask them to come around, park on the front stretch, and stay in their cars for a couple minutes, please. So we will wait for the top 3 to come around, get parked. That'll work right there. Wait to see if these guys make it into. Tyler Shell is definitely going to make it in. We'll put him in the waiting room. Let's see, Alex Bergeron is going to make it in. We'll see if Mr. Perigo makes it in. We talked to him in reverse order, 3rd, 2nd, and 1st in that order. There he comes. Get him in here right away. See if we can shock him real quick. Brett Perigo, you got a copy. Always happens. They're never quite ready. Let's give him just a second here, folks. He just did 60 laps at Limaland. We got to cut him a little break. Brett Perigo. Oh, I heard the click. There he is.
There we go.
All right, man. Congratulations. 3rd place run tonight. Talk to us about that track and how you stayed married to the bottom there. You come home on the bottom step of the podium.
Yeah, you couldn't move up on the straightaways there. Just too slick on them, so I stayed low on the straightaways too, and it seemed to work out. The 3rd place spun out ahead of me. So I kind of got lucked into 3rd. Had to hit my marks.
Yeah, you and Jim Ryan, a pretty good battle. Little contact here and there. Both of you kept the cars going straight. When it's so narrow on the bottom, so narrow on the top, picking your spots, pretty crucial, right?
Yeah, I kept getting into the tires down there. I couldn't quite get entered right and would push up if I do it right. But if I did it too much, I got sideways on the tires. Just fine line that I couldn't hit every lap.
All right, man. Well, a fantastic run. You're going to pick up the $10 payday here from the Dirt Sprint Car Championship Series. You got any sponsors you need to give a shout-out to, and we'll let you go celebrate.
Yeah, I don't really have anyone on here. I just do this on my own. Thank you.
All right, man. Thanks for chatting with us. Look forward to seeing you again.
Yep, thank you.
All right, 3rd place finisher, Brett Perigo. We're going to move on here to the 85 car. Finding it pretty familiar to find this guy in here for interviews after races. Tyler Shell, you got a copy?
You can hear me?
Barely.
Is that better?
That's a lot better. All right, man. Tight battle. You, Tim, Alex, Brett. You come home with 2nd, man. Talk to us about that track, that race, and this 2nd place finish.
It was a good track, actually. I thought it was just going to be right around the top, but it really wasn't around the top. It's kind of a slider in 1 and 2, and then started to find that middle to the bottom in 3 and 4 there, and I feel like I could keep up with Alex. Just couldn't find enough speed to get by him, or get to him, and then get by him. It was a good race for Limaland for sure, and I'll take the 2nd place finish.
Yeah, it looked like guys were able to make moves on the bottom. Tim Ryan, Brett Perigo, yourself, 3 wide several times there, and nobody really had a clear advantage. How crucial is it to make sure you're absolutely not overdoing it, not getting a little anxious, trying to get those guys, and staying patient to keep yourself in that position where you can grab one of those podium spots in a situation like that?
You just gotta Remember slower's faster, and on the slick tracks, because if you spin the tires, you're gonna stand still, and that's why you just slower's faster, and you'll reel them in if you're faster.
All right, man. Well, second place tonight at $20 payday for you. You got some sponsors you want to give a shout out to? We'll let you go to the pay window and go celebrate.
Yep, was up you guys for broadcasting, and Brody for putting this on, and then the team was up Sim Sport, and then our sponsors, Haircut Real Estate Company, Motorsports Beat, Just Ups Logistics, Over the Wall Photographs, and I think that's it.
All right, man. Well, congratulations. Look forward to seeing you Monday night, bud.
Yep, see you then.
All right. Second place finisher, Tyler Shell. Let's move on to tonight's winner. Alex Bergeron, you got a copy.
Yes, Roger.
All right, man. Well, you pick up the win. You and Tyler and Tim had one heck of a battle up at the front there, man. Tell us about the race and how you got to victory lane tonight.
We had a awesome qualifying run. We beat Tim Ryan there. That was cool. Eat race. We led all the way, and then the car felt absolutely awesome, and then the track got even slicker at the end. So I knew for the race we were gonna have a good car for sure. Jason Nygaard made a good car for the night. He worked all night long last night to make this thing work tonight, and he paid off for sure. So I gotta thank him for that. Props to him. Other than that, in the feature, we saw a couple of lines there. I found a line in 1 and 2 that was working for me, and I don't know, where these guys were running behind me, but I sure know I pulled away from them. So
Everywhere. They were running everywhere.
yeah, so it was awesome to run a couple different lines here at Limaland. Something we didn't see in the past so often, so it's pretty cool to see that. 360 racing here is always awesome, so it was great to be here with these guys tonight. First time out. Looking for more races with them. It was an awesome experience, and they got a cool format and good rules and stuff like that. So it's awesome to be here, and we'll be back next week.
All right, man. Well, congratulations on the win. Give us your sponsors, and we'll let you hit the pay window, buddy.
I got to thank Team AVR, the whole crew, Jason Nygaard and my girlfriend. They do a lot of stuff for me, and couldn't do it without them. So thank all my partners as well: CSI Chalks, BK Design, Smart Ing, Noob.com. All the fans out there for watching tonight. You for broadcasting, and Brody for putting this series up.
All right. Well, congratulations, Alex, and look forward to seeing you maybe on Monday night for the 410 Pro Series over at Dirt Slingers.
I'll definitely be there, Roger.
All right. That is your feature winner tonight. Alex Bergeron at Tyler Shell came home second. Brett Perigo picked up the third place Monday night. Quick look at our results. Braden Eiler was fourth. Kevin Hanley and Bryce Bailey fifth and sixth. Cody Batten, Nathan Brown seventh and eighth. Ninth to Nick Gray. 10th was Dale Bell. Mark Broderick in 11th. Tim Ryan 12th after the late race spin. Cole Newhoff in 13th. Garrett Pepiot was 14th. 15th to Carter Chevalier. Mason Hannigan in 16th. Carson Meek was 17th. Michael Meek 18th. Josh Steinke comes home 19th. And Alex Smolders rounds out the 20-car field. Another fantastic night of racing. I appreciate everybody tuning in. Hope you enjoyed yourselves. We will see you guys back here on Monday night. Mike Peterson will be on the call. Dirt Slingers. Wicked Energy Gum 410 Outlaw Series. Until then, everybody keep it dirty. We'll see you next time. Good night.